Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Friends, if you have a project and you're trying to make it happen, these are the people to see. We are also made possible by sales of my books, including, but not limited to, The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to being able to share the art with others. We are also made possible by sales of the Big Stompy Robots core rulebook and other games. BSR is a mixed unit tactics game designed to let you rule the battlefield of Praxis 5 with mechs, tanks, and artillery. Because gaming is an art, and like all arts, it should be available to everyone at a low cost and have rules that are simple and easy to play. Further, Big Stompy Robots will be highlighted at StompCon. StompCon is a free-to-the-public indie tabletop gaming convention in Fowler, Indiana, at 410 South Aidway, Fowler, Indiana, 47944, September 7th. 2024, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Folks, I can't wait to see you all there. Now, let's get rid of that for a moment. Hello. And unfortunately, if you missed the Gary Shakespeare Company's Comedy of Errors, yeah, you missed it. You're lost, and I am deeply saddened by that, but that's okay. Next year, they'll likely be doing the same thing, and I hope to see you there. We had a blast, and I look forward to it. Now, let's get right into it. What's been my accountability? Friends, we are about 3 weeks out from StompCon. That means my butt is in maximum overdrive. I'm meeting with new vendor, trying to replace the vendors that backed out at the last second. I'm going to be building materials and miniatures, and basically the next few weeks leading up to both my birthday and that convention are going to be absolutely jam-packed with all sorts of shenanigans. So I'm going to be hopping and popping. Now, I do have one other little thing that's coming up this week that I want to mention before I forget. My good friend of the show, Michael Odin, has another comic book out, and I do like to try to let people on occasionally who I know are really good people who are doing something different. And Michael Odin is both really good and very different, so he will be on the Friday show. That will be the last non-StompCon related guest that I will be having scheduled until StompCon. However, I will gladly let folks on who intend to appear for StompCon to kind of drum up what you're doing. I'm looking forward to hearing from some of our other vendors, or some loved folks of the show will be on. So, on top of that, I've been writing, I've been doing some re-editing. I am planning to have some surprises for StompCon that I can't talk about yet, but it means I am going to be burning the midnight oil for the next 3 weeks. I may look a little more zombified than usual. You all have been warned. I also managed to finish off that art piece, which you guys will not see for a bit, because it because I had to make a new thumbnail for our good friend Michael Odin. Now, we also have coming down the pipe some new Nick Dose Nerf stuff. We also have, I am still, when I get a chance, throwing a word or two at a time at Haints and Hellfire Part 2. But if you haven't read Haints and Hellfire 1, Haints and Hellfire is a story about a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. It's going to be a good one. I am excited. This is going to be one of those conventions. It's one of those books where I love the absolute heck out of it. Now, we have a very, 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 and thank you for the reminder, Dawn. I saw that. Very, very, very busy time scheduled, and we have some great folks coming down the pipe. I am looking forward to hearing more. So, what we'll do is, instead of me prattling on about it today, I will be, we're going to run Joe's ad. We're going to get right into the comments, because I want to get through the lovely convention. Now, I do have the Facebook event link. I'm actually going down probably today. I'll be sending some messages, if not going down, to talk to one of the local gaming shops, because there's a new local gaming shop in Fowler, Indiana, called Game and Grub, or Grub and Games, and I always flip it because I am dyslexic. But they were really nice. I was there for their soft open. I want to reach out and make sure that they get a chance to be highlighted, not just to the local area, but to the gaming company at large. We shall see. Now, let me run Joe's ad, and then I will be reaching out. I'll be reading your comments, because frankly, I want in on your comments, guys. I want to know what you guys have been up to. I'm excited. So I'll be back in about a minute and a half. let's go right on through the comments. And Luke's, why do I keep saying Luke? Luke is on my mind. I'm going to have to reach out to him because I keep wanting to say Luke Stone for everything. Dan Hallfield is first through the door. I can't believe I'm awake at this hour. I need at least 24 ounces of caffeine stat. I may need to cook breakfast for my wife if I make enough noise to wake her up. Well, Dan, I'm glad you are up. I'm glad you've got some coffee in you. I think it will serve you far better than some of the other beverages you could be imbibing at this hour. And we're glad to have you. Dan Hallfield, of course, runs Apphilion, the premier sci-fi and fantasy webzine that's been going on since the 90s. I mean, I have gone through at least 5, probably, major incarnations. Wow, I can speak. Incarnations since that started. Man, I may look a little bit more First Doctor hair this year, but yeah, I've been going to Apphilion for my reading needs for a long time, and several people in chat have been published through Apphilion. And Alex Creation, good morning. Good morning, Alec. You may find a little surprise of the finished image of Xavier and VJ entering the wedding, at least the first version, coming your way as I get through doing some of my work. Alec will be at StompCon doing on-site art commissions as well as selling their art and probably some of their other goods. Alec, reach out to me to give me more info so I can tell folks what you want. And following Alec, of course, is Trelena Bachman of Mags's Fiber Arts, the incredible crochet, one of the crochet queens of my world. This woman can do amazing things with crochet hooks or fencing swords. Way too much talent in one form. Good morning, my dear. And we have greetings to that, and hope you had a good weekend. Oh, God. This was the weekend. I've been working so hard on things, my brain hasn't registered that the weekend started, let alone ended. I did hope you had a good one as well. I am currently working on school, eating a Pop-Tart for breakfast. Good. Get your stuff done and check in with Manda. Oh, I finally with those pill containers so I can carry my afternoon. Excellent. You're super early. You are super early, but you're on time by my clock, Mr. Grant Lankard. Wonderful comic book creator, the man behind Beowulf and so many other topics. We are really glad to see you in the chat. Guys, don't forget to throw in your links. Hello, Grant. Indeed you are. Had a great weekend. Currently putting in tests for work. Okay. I hope that's data entry and not filling out Scantrons, but morning, Grant. We got lots of greetings, folks, and I'm working on laying out the trade paperback. That's what I love to hear. And here is somebody I am excited to hear from. Morning, friends. I miss being around here. I miss you all. I'm still doing volunteer work. My driver is getting me to DEM headquarters right now. Stay awesome. Stay great. Kelly Carlisle is doing amazing things with the Bishop Kincaid universe. Now, you don't get to hear about him as much because she's actively working to save democracy. Whether you are anywhere on the political spectrum, you have to acknowledge the passion of the people who go out and put in the hours to stand up for what they believe in. I listen to a lot of people complain about a lot of things from assorted sides because I'm very middle of the road on a lot of subjects. But this woman is, putting in the hours to put, her money where her mouth is, and I respect that. Very excited, but also very nervous. Oh, don't be nervous. You'll do great, Grant, and you know it. And I know you have something up because you are on. Hi, Kelly. Or Kelly, stay awesome yourself. We're proud of you. Glad to see you pop in. Morning, Kelly. Had a blueberry coffee, and Angie is making biscuits for breakfast. Oh, that's delightful. My breakfast consisted of a slammed Cinnabon-inspired flavored breakfast shake thingy because that's about all I have time to in the mornings these days. I have second breakfast after the show. Morning dawn, here comes the dawn, shoop-a-doobie. Here comes the dawn. All right now. And Dawn is, of course, the purveyor of her fashionable felines. Follow her group on Facebook to hear more about her babies. Yeah. Okay, there you go. See, I've got the love. And yes, I think we will be gladly talking more about that. And you should be seeing Dawn at StompCon. If it seems like I'm going to be talking incessantly about StompCon for the next 3 weeks, I will be talking incessantly about StompCon for the next 3 weeks. Oh, yeah. Now, morning, Dawn, and everyone's greetings, and yes, because you guys do love the fact there is actually a thing that says greetings. I want to get into everything you guys have to say, and Grant, that sounds so good. Donna and Carl might not make it to NTF today due to an appointment. Well, that's okay. We love Donna and Carl, and it is not a day without Donna and Carl. It's not a day at all. But we will persevere. Because, alas, the horrors persevere, but so do I. Now, does that mean we get 3 times of you, Dawn? If Dawn is suddenly multitasking, that would not be the end of the world. Oh no, multiple Dawns. They're mass producing? Is there coding tonight? We'll find out. Da-da-da-da-dawn, da-da-da-dawn, da-da-da-dawn, da-da-da-dawn. 3 times me? I don't think I could pull that off. Of course you can. Just remove the rails, but not the show. I'm trying to hold it all together. And I hope Carl can make it to Grant Draw, so I have a feeling he'll want to see it. 11 hours left for Beowulf. And if there's no content, I have stuff to work on for StompCon. I'm not a little excited about this, y'all. I'm going to be building minis and new terrain and other pieces. It's an exciting moment for me. Sweet! Thanks for reminding me, Don. I'm sure everybody watching the show has heard me talk enough about Beowulf, but there's still a small chance you might still back it. You should check it out. bit.ly/Beowulf Trade. Morning, Trey. Alec, Trey. Don. Greetings, Thesis. And morning, Thesis. And hello, Kelly. Keep up the good work. Greetings. See, I knew it was going to happen. And hey, Blade. And accountability. New ad may have been added to all the showcasing my artwork other that isn't my live stream. It might be called the Tea House Shop ad. We might find into it. Now, I will tell you guys, just in fairness, because it is my show and I don't charge, I will be highlighting people who are attached to StompCon first, because I have people who will be asking what is StompCon, who's going to be there, and the people who have stood up by me, I want to make sure I can stand up by them, because it's complicated, and we shall see. Almost green room worthy. And accountability. I'm laying out my trade paperback so I can send it to the printer as soon as I get my Kickstarter money. I also want to throw a trade paperback release party. Obviously, you guys are all invited if you're willing to travel to Pittsburgh. Well, thank you, sir. And speaking of ads, Spin the Wheel app. Wheel of Ads has been made by me to be used on the various indie CD shows. That's cool. Accountability. I decided to narrow down my involvement in a lot of stuff. HoloCon, StompCon, and Indie CD are going to be my main focuses. If you're a member of Indie CD, I'll still rep you and promote you as much as I can because you are Indie CD. Of course, show's still going, including Indie CD 411. So you know what? Let's start there. We have a lot of ads to run, and we will run the new one. All right, and I got Thesis's tea shop ad in there, tea house shop ad in there. So I'm glad we're knocking some things out as they come down the pipe. And let's see, I have to find where I was. One moment. Okay, second cup of coffee. I will have to go cook during the show. Nothing wrong with cooking during the show. I always cook during the show. Oh yeah. No, Dan, you do what you got to do, my friend. And good morning. And good morning, Miss Saren. I have something I'm very, very looking forward to after the show while I am working on other things in that. Miss Saren messaged me. And see, whenever Miss Saren messages me, I get to throw my headphones on and I get to be delighted by the dulcet tones of Miss Saren on her ongoing project. I am so glad to hear from you. I assume you're doing better because you went away for a while and we were worried about you. But if there's anything we can do to help you, you let us know, okay? But not right now, thank you. Of course, sir. Morning, Sarah. And guitar riffs. Foxy. Oh, Foxy's here? Yes, Foxy slipped in. Hey, Foxy. Do let us know how Thesis' science experiment is coming in. And if you know because of the green room. Anyhow, we also have cool. I get intro music. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what that was. I'm interested with the guitar riff that Grant is trying to mentally provide. And greetings to Thesis. And this is the link for the event for StompCon. Right now, it's a little bare bones because I'm not going to share anything until the assorted folks are signed on and contracted. I say that because background stuff has been entertaining, and we'll leave it there. And Dan, I've been talking in the Indie CD channel since 4 a.m. You got to get a better sleep schedule, my friend. I'm starting to worry for you. Hey, Dan. We're all glad when Dan comes down from the mountain. Cosplay competition glares at my working place. Lamau. Anyway, you got 3 weeks. Great. It would be 3. Actually, it's easier for me to do 3 because this my pinkies don't work like they should. I'm still trying to figure out how to cosplay a human. Don't. Overrated. Not that I would know. I just want to remind everyone that I am also where are we? This is both not the green room and all the comments are hiding it, but I am not a cryptid. See, there it is in writing, folks. Not a cryptid. So I'm not out here cosplaying being human. I don't know what you're talking about. These allegations are slander. And you know what? I know it's Big Chair. Don't think I don't know it's the Big Chair lobby. Lydia, write down the Big Chair lobby. Strike a name through them. That's right. Put that in my book. Now, bonus points for anyone who got that reference. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having an enjoyable weekend. Had an enjoyable weekend. I'm still having an enjoyable weekend because time has not caught up with me. Yes, I got a whole lot of things done. I found my stylus. I got a bunch of work done. I promptly lost my stylus again. It's a gift. I may be setting up one of those stupid bank pen tethers to it at this point. Wouldn't be the first time I've had to do things like that. Morty Chris. I wouldn't win, but it'd be fun. Dan, same. First off, whenever there's something like a cosplay contest, especially at a starter event, if you have something and you're not sure, go anyway. Because I've seen quite a few where at the last minute people flaked out, and you have somebody who it's their first time cosplaying and they walk through the door and got a prize. So let's make that happen. And friends, I do want to remind you, if you're thinking of attending StompCon, it is going to be free to the public. it is in part, one of my biggest advertising opportunities now. And there we go. I'm barely human. Who says I can't be a tiefling? Well, technically no, but I'm just a bit confused. It happens. Hi, Don. Glasses. Fixed them. Thank you for the reminder. Does Sarah know Odin is coming back? Not yet, but I can't wait for her to rise from her grave and, delight in seeing that Odin's coming back. The closest thing I have to cosplay are a couple Halloween costumes, Robin Hood and Ezio, or my Chinese Segua. So yeah, you might win. Are you coming out? I'd love to see you come out. Somehow I don't think you're driving all the way from Utah to do this, but good Lord, no one should enjoy whatever Joe is eating as much as Joe's enjoying eating that. Anyway, I am incredibly jealous. It has that potchki look. It's probably a donut, but it has that potchki vibe. Reveal that you grew up in a Polish town without saying you grew up in a Polish town. Accountability. I managed to subdue the society for Social Security website. It's the newest flaming hoop of doom to ensure so I can update my retirement info as and when needed. Good. Now get to a doctor and get some actual treatment for that shoulder injury, because Mama's rheumatism medicine isn't doing you so well. You need the good stuff. I have 3 Indie CD members who have decided to take advantage of being represented at StompCon. What are you waiting for? Email me at ddulasbpa@yahoo.com. When I get some trades, I think I'll make a deal with you, Dawn. Ooh. Now, see, that's neat. Trying to get some sales by... I'll find the word later when I'm not looking for it. Might tone down the tiefling for StompCon and just be an elf because tiefling might scare some people. Yeah, it's up to you what you are comfortable with. And, oh yeah, accountability that Nick will understand. Some of you might well stopping the binding for a while, buying 3 rolls of tape so I get 25 uses. Give yourself a break. Work on your physical health and breathing. We've talked about breathing. You have to keep doing that. So, yes. Alec Eisen, public school during the 1960s. There's nothing you can do that's more frightening than that. Lamau, Dan. And hi, guys. Woo! Purely in listening mode. Just wanted to be in the midst of good friends. Way too much stress and anxiety to allow to follow the chat. But I can listen, let you know I'm still freaking alive. We are here for you, Sarah. We love you, darling. If you need anything, my messenger is always open. And look forward to Michael Odin coming to talk about his comic Odin, the other spelling, Friday. I bet Donna's going to be sad she missed it. And hey, Sarah, super duper hugs this morning. Sarah, yeah, take care, Sarah. We love you, and we do. And we need, let's see, hi, Sarah. And Dan, my mom was born in 49. She rolls her eyes at my silly little projects that involve my horns. Moms can be that way. We'll put it that way. We'll put it that way. And it's time for an ad. It's time to make the donuts. So let's see. Yep. Guys, I can't. She made me my Doom Bunny. I am way too excited about this. So please support Max's Fiber Arts when you get the chance. And let's see. We are, yep. Hug Sarah, Sweet Grant, let me know. Since I have some Beowulf of my own, I can incorporate that into the 2-foot ad space. Yep. Laying out Beowulf make tried all those days. It takes me back when all those days I was working on this comment. Well, I'm glad it is a nostalgia trip for you, Grant. Sarah better be here for Friday for NTF, LOL. I don't know if I can even do Scantrons anymore. I should ask my mom since she's been working at the same school. Oh, if they do? I'm sure they do. Angie made biscuits and gravy from scratch, and it's hitting the spot. That sounds good. Probably not at her level anyway. Ooh, I will say that, Kelly, you are my hero. Watch us as she goes. Anyway, that sounds good, Grant. And Grant, I saw the pics Angie posted of biscuits and gravy. It looked yummy. You're a vendor. Well, time to panic at the disco. Death of the Bachelor plays in the background. Alec, you're going to be doing on-site art commissions. You're going to be selling your stuff. That makes you a vendor, my boy. Buck up. You're on the list. You've made it to the list. My babies. Yes. That's interesting that you consider yourself middle of the road because your politics on some topics. You see, I have had the same political beliefs on an issue-by-issue basis for a long, long time. I've just watched the borders move farther and farther away from me as people get into tribalism instead of actually talking about it. So it's one of those where I go like this. And there are, I don't really want to talk too much politics on the show because we don't need that. But usually if I wait around long enough, I offend somebody. I didn't know Angie posted a pic, but they are indeed good. And Dan Hallfield, I have garlic toast, chipped beef and gravy, scrambled eggs with cheese planned for breakfast when I'm going to cook. My wife is awake now, so I may be listening, just listening. Hey, you listen. But I was ordered to finish my coffee before cooking, however. Good. You guys are making me hungry. Shivers the green kitchen. Dun, dun, dun! If the kitchen is still green, we'll get some pictures to use for memeing purposes of the kitchen. Y'all. So great to hear so many happies. Thank you for sharing. Yay! I ate almonds. Anything sounds more metal if you hear it growled in your head, like, I ate almonds. My breakfast was hot. Anyway, Miss Saren and Sarah, can we get Kat for the hat trick trifecta? I think Kat has to go back to work today. I think so. And since Donna isn't here, don't forget to like and share, folks. Yes, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. Not for me. I mean, please do it for me. I'm very flattered if you do it for me. But do it for the great folks that I get to promote. Folks like, I don't know.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
No, Dan, thank you. And for folks doing the math, if it's 97, we are barreling toward, he's been doing this for quite some time. And we're barreling towards 30 years of Apvillian. I hope he has something planned. Hint, hint, ton of bricks. And I watched Deadpool and Wolverine yesterday. I thoroughly enjoyed it. As soon as some account things, I will probably get to watch it. Once it hits a certain streaming service, it looks good. 9 likes. We can do better, folks. Rookie numbers. Let's bump them up. No. I'm surprised Chris and Sarah haven't threatened us with wet noodles yet. The morning is young, Dawn. And hey, there's Joe Bachman. Good morning, folks. Good morning, Joe. Joe is the mastermind behind the Independent Creator Network. He is the webmaster that keeps me on and the gentleman who made the apps at, let me see if I still have that banner. Yes, bit.ly/JBTechApps. Go there and you can buy the Big Stompy Robots app for as little as $1. Get you some. Now, and let's see. And Morning Joe, because who doesn't like a big cup of Morning Joe? If Joe ever does a morning show, if like he ever hits a situation and he doesn't do some parody of that, it'd be tragic. Hey, Joe, if you can smell what the Dan is cooking. Now I'm seeing Dan Hallfield sneak around there with the folded chair. Boxies are sneaky. All the best people are, dear. And yeah, stuff's leveling out and calming down, trying to find a new rhythm. Anything we can do to support you, Miss Sarah, and I mean that wholeheartedly. If you need to chat, what's up? If you have stuff I can promote, let me promote. I don't have a lot I can do, but I will do whatever I can. And I think everyone else feels the same way. I didn't make a mess, Sarah, to make things easier for the theater staff. Well, that was nice of you. I heard you say I didn't, and my brain went, I didn't start the fire. Does Nick's pinky twitch like mine? I actually had a really, really bad setback as part of this weekend that I didn't really want to get into too much, but I actually, because I popped my wrist severely, for a few hours there, I was right back to where I was when I was doing the hybrids, the role-playing game, the quick play edition. I could only close his hand. It was actually quite terrifying, but we got things back. We're much better now, and I'll be doing a lot of this kind of stuff. I'm not doing weird semaphore. I'm trying to do pieces of my occupational therapy that I know to glide the nerves to keep everything working. One disappointment. I was really excited about working the Bruce Springsteen concert this week, and I did not get scheduled. Sorry about that. Totally a cryptid. Wounded. Shot through the heart. You've been around Johnny, and it's show. Totally. Roomba. Methinks he protests just too much. Your Dagwall's is on a little too tight, Thesis. I think you're losing some blood flow. Mine twitches too, Dawn. When I'm signing, it's bad without compressing gloves, but my teachers are very understanding. Yes, I probably could be running around with my compression gloves on, but I'm not going to. And this is the link for this weekend's live stream. Trey may want to tune into this one. And Foxy, my hands don't like to listen to me. You're not alone. Because Trelena at one point was helping me try to learn sign language. ASL. I retain a bit of it, but it's very rusty at this point. But because of my twitches, I'm the only person who also stutters in sign. Beowulf is a little over $50 from its next stretch goal. Awesome. Alec at HaloCon last year, they made a category just for me. Nothing like feeling loved. Oh, there's always love. There is always love. You cosplay perfection every day. No, sir, you are physical perfection every day. You cosplay being mortal for our comfort. I am not fooled by you. You're like abs have abs. It's not even fair, sir. Pretty sure you do. Excuse me? No, not yet. I want my fall. Yes, Johnny. I'm with Johnny. I need to fix a pretty leaves. Foxy, yes. Yes. Same, Foxy. I want fall. This is my time of year. The kids have gone to school. Okay. So the killer heat has gone down to sustainable heat. So then I get to go to places like beaches and stuff with my son. I love it. Aw, my buddy, Odin. Woo, still can't believe it's been 5 years. Well, we'll keep at it. I think barter was the word you were looking for, Nick. Probably. Sarah's Friday morning schedule has just been set in stone. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, says Alec. Oh, Nick. Oh, my. Oh, me. Oh, my. Me and Rick have the same color hair now. Blue. I saw a picture of Rick with his blue hair. I did not know yours was blue, too. That's delightful. Hey, Grey Wolf. What's up? My Facebook page is reactivated, but I have not logged in more than once right now. Can't function enough to be on it. I'll be there after I can get a breath. I understand. And remember, you can, especially on like the computer, you can do what I do when I don't want to look at my main page. I just go to the Facebook Messenger little app and go in through there and just check what people are saying. I mean, talking to him, of course. Just breathe, Sarah, and feel free to find me on Facebook too. Hey, Grant, you doing Grant draws tonight? I tried looking back to see if it was mentioned. Yes, I believe it is. Usually if Grant is talking on the show, he's either got Beowulf going on, some other project, or Grant draws, because he's a very, very busy person. I wondered, Sarah, I was looking through message thread yesterday. I saw your pic was back up on Messenger. I totally stutter scroll. I actually stutter scroll. Make me say things. I see how you are. Good morning, Grey Wolf. And yes, Joe Beowulf party. Hiya. And yes, I'm doing Grant draws. We have a really good, great guest named Michelle Lodge. I think I've heard of her. Okay, I'll try to do a Beyond the Code tonight. I might be a little late getting it started, though. Well, I think if you are, Trelena said she wanted to work on StompCon stuff, so. Hey, Joe. And yep, it had a green kitchen unless they repainted it since then. Gave you a jump scare? When and how did I give you a jump scare? Yes, Chris. I'm scared of y'all when you guys were in that kitchen. Your bride always said she can work on fiber arts tonight for StompCon. Platonic polycule? Especially with the laws and potential, platonic. Oh, you're talking to Joe. Never mind. Oh, but Joe would look good in white. Tell him back scabbards are good and practical. Or Alec can learn the truth. November should be the 300th issue of At Billion. Rock on, sir. Johnny, I don't want to die. That's just evil, Johnny. I am a necessary devil. That's okay. We are the necessary evil. Why are we necessary? No. Ooh, you just made me hit my Alexander Anderson button, not planned. I suddenly feel motivated. Okay, and I'm going to try to get something in that issue, Dan. Excellent. 97. Thanks for making me feel old. I graduated from high school that year. Oh, that's 3 years before I did. The good show, Cup of Morning Joe with Joe Bachman. I think there's some other doofwaffle who uses the term Morning Joe, so we have to make sure it's really Joe Bachmanified. I'm not quite sure. Not so good morning with not Joe Bachman. Oh, God. That would be almost amusing. Just drop a full half hour of Joe growling sarcastically at people. It's like, Joe Bachman, Tim Curry, Joe Bachman, Tim Curry. And y'all, I was talking. This is something to consider. I was watching like a Tim Curry biopic, and how much he looks like almost got him that time. Anyhow, how much he looks like Tim Curry when he chooses to is devastating, which is both brilliant and telling of Trey's preferences just a bit. Someone watched Muppet Treasure Island and had an awakening. Anyway, wait, I gotta stop there. Y'all, I just need a moment because of all the Tim Curry movies that could cause an awakening of someone, I pulled out Muppet Treasure Island. Did I go Rocky Horror? No. Did I go Worst Witch for the people who understand? No. Did I even do Disney's Three Musketeers? No, I went for his most hardcore role. Muppet Treasure Island. Oh, God. I needed that. And thesis graduated 2 years after that, Don. And Lamal Chris, that's even better. I'm glad your arm, hand, wrist is on the mend. Yeah, basically, I, for the most part, stopped using my cane because if I use it in my right hand, it's damaging. But it's kind of a thing, and I had to use my cane for a bit. So that's why I tend to walk with the walking stick. I hold on to it or I loop the leather, and it supports from an upward position, pulling down, not compressing the bad wrist. As was I done. I'm doing better, guys. There was a lot that happened. Dang it, how come Johnny always gets the credit? No, my dear. Miss Saren. My angel of music. Da, da, da. Anyway. Johnny gets the blame. You get the credit. That's how these things work, my dear. Because you are an innocent little angel that he corrupted, Saren. And Snow, Al, or the Canadian rapper Informer say licky boom boom down. Oh God! And yet you will see all my chaos of hair at StompCon. And Foxy, oh, I stretched, my shoulder popped out, then went back in almost immediately. That was on the list of things I did too. It's no Stormo spelling stomp. It's okay. What you are looking for, my dear Alec, is for StompCon. I really need to make a game about causing trouble for chairs too. If no quoting or burning or yarning, no knowing or yearning or darning, there's always 411. Now, I just want to see Joe and Trey as Frankenstein and Bride Apollo. No. I will not rest until I can see Trey and Joe in the one proper costume they desperately need to do 1 year. With Joe as Clown from Spawn and Trey as like a completely ramped up version of Harley Quinn with the little jester stick with the Joker's head as a decapitated head. Because she traded up. And at that point, she'd do her Harley voice, which she does every once in a blue moon. She channels Tara Strong. And then my brain short circuits and I don't remember the next few minutes. Just watch out if Joe starts to tweet. Sweet twist left. It would be worse if Tim Curry and Legend started a sexual awakening. Oh, see, the problem... The problem is I know several people who that did. Wildberry Pop. I love those. I love the downshifts we get. And Dawn says, hi, Xander. He says hi back. Foxy says hi, Xander. Wild berry toasted strudel is much better, Alec. Well, they're all good. I only reactivated my account to alert an author of some typo, but I'll be back on there as soon as I can. It's been a one moment at a time to get through each day. Therapy appointment tomorrow. I am a big... Oh, thank you. I am a big fan of taking it one day at a time. The world can be, frankly, a lot. And the best thing you can do sometimes is just do what you got to do. We'll be here for you. That's how we roll. And let's see. Where were we? Bound. Where we're at is we need to run another ad real quick. And let's see.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on indycd.org.
Alrighty, and let's see. That give me a chance to get where I need to get. And Clue will always be my favorite Tim Curry role. Honorable mention to a small role in the movie Oscar. He steals every... He will always... Oh, yes. And he's cute and fluffy, too, under the fangs. Don't let him fool you. Oh, I have no doubt that cute and Johnny go together, you know, like eggs and fried rice. But, and that is a good thing if you don't know. But, yes, they are a thesis. But I only have Pop-Tarts. Alas. And the crisis line programmed into my phone if necessary. Got you, Sarah. I got you. And I'm glad you did that. You ever need an ear, reach on out. And because that's what we do, we take care of each other. And let's see, where are we? Are you on Fitch, Sarah? And she is Chris. Got her on my tree. Excellent. Super hugs. I need to. And I'm going to skip that comment because that we are checking if you are a bot or not. So please don't take offense. We get a lot of bots. If you do not respond, we won't worry about it. You can do it, Sarah. Oh, I have to go buy more Maxwell House coffee today. Rock on. Foxy only needs one more person to play and she gets her fox pet. Okay. And I have that book. I just need time to read it. Oh my. I wonder which book you're referring to. Anyway. It smells so smoky outside right now. It is smoke season. And it was funny because as that comment hit, likely a vapor-related smoke cloud went across Joe's screen, which whenever it does, it causes Joe to fade into the background like he's just kind of not existing. Or again, that with the Tim Curry, with the Tim Curry reference, yeah, he just kind of becomes that the Hexus guy from Ferngully. I'm a little concerned. I'm starting to be concerned about how many things Tim Curry and Joe Bachman have in common. Like, are you sure about your parentage, Joe? Because now I'm seriously wondering.
Just because you've never seen us in the same room together does not mean I'm Batman.
And Donna's book, Conventions Can Be Fun, and 11 likes now. That's better. Tim's a little bit underrated. Think about his... Yes, and so is Joe. I see the similarities, good sir. Justice for Gotham. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to show a picture I will do a picture of Joe at some point with Kevin for scale. And yes, that's a deep cut, but it happens. Bro is Batman. I don't think Joe is Batman, because if Joe were Batman, I would be getting, this whole, and here, Nick, here is this special job over at Bachman Industries, Wait a second. I work for Indy City. Wait. Yes, Batman. I bet not Joe is a more interesting response. I don't want to deal with that. And something tells me that Joe can take a slap like Tim Curry does in Home Alone. Yo! I thought we were going to get through it without needing it, but not the green room. Whew. And Koepp approves of your suffering. I would not slap Joe. That's terrifying. Nick, if you happen to stop by the library on your adventures, I have questions. I have answers. They may match. We'll see. No promises, but we'll see. I've got gummy bears. We're terrible. I love you guys. I do. But I don't want you guys to continue to no, Joe, we're not outing your super tendencies. Don't worry. The best way for anybody to not believe anything is for them not to look, no one takes me seriously. If I say it, people don't always, they assume it's shtick. So if anyone says it, they must have heard the shtick from me. You see, it's a cover. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Oh, there's a laser pointer. Anyway, I don't think Joe would like it as much as Tim Curry. Good point. You're terrible. I'm delightful. You are a vision of beauty on this earth. Anyway, I've heard Tim Curry was in Rocker. Woo! Gray, Rocky might be a bit out of your bailiwick. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is something, and it is one, I don't know, it is very much a experience. You broke me. Stick or stick? Perhaps stick. One jalapeno? A stick. Well, they tried to put Johnny on a stick, but they missed his heart. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to run a couple more ads, and then we will probably wrap up the show because I have a very busy day. So let's see who needs an ad that hasn't been run. We'll do this one. We also want to be sure to promote our dear friend.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-anti-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Alrighty, and let's see. I hope everyone has a nice day. I hope you do too. Come on, Nick, that's what the wheels for. Not on the lead up to StompCon. I'm going to be highlighting folks who have ties to StompCon or have other arrangements with me first. When it comes time, and I genuinely don't know, I might try that wheel of yours out. Cooking breakfast now sounds like a good one. Bye, I'll have an amazing day. Thanks for the stream, Nick. Have a lovely day, everyone. Look, friends, I'm hoping you're going to get out there and make your dreams come true. Put in the hours. I know it's a Monday. I know Mondays suck. I have a lot I get to do too. But when you make your stuff, you are determining a huge part of your future. And I am so enthused and so excited about what's coming down the pipe. I'm so proud of what so many of you are doing. So I'm going to say, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because when you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you cannot edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too, and I'll be back Wednesday with the art edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. Till then, folks, toodles.